Hi, and welcome back to 23 Days of Astrology with Marjorie Cottrell. Today is day 9, and we are going to very briefly touch on theory and practice. Now, I originally was going to call this theory versus practice, but they really are companions, and I didn't want to pit them against each other by using the word versus. So, what am I talking about? Okay, so if we think about things like yoga, meditation, astrology, even sports like football or cooking, these are things that are very different when we think about them or when we are learning about them versus when we are practicing them. So if you study yoga, we know that this is a physical movement of the body. So by sitting and studying it, yes, you are learning about it, but the practice, the movement, the downward dog, the sun salutations are very different. They cultivate a very different feeling inside of the body. This is not a conversation of you should be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that. This is really just to kind of get the juices flowing and think about how it feels different to take information in and turn theory, which is very important. And then also how it feels very different to practice, to live a certain way, to employ the theory that we've studied. So when we think about meditation, I've read many books on meditation, and that felt very different than sitting and squirming and being agitated and finding my way to the cushion on many dark mornings. They're very different feelings. Really reminds me of cooking and like nutrition. I love to read about nutrition and health and cooking, but reading those books is not engaging with those activities, but they are helpful and they are necessary to educate yourself. So the idea here is to think about the balance of theory and practice and how we each find that balance for ourselves in our own practices, whether some of them are listed here or these transcend to other areas of life and many activities. Now, this is all setting the stage for astrology. Studying astrology, to me, I can only speak from my experience, felt incredibly different than practicing astrology. And I found that there was this like in between space where, like, okay, I felt like I acquired some knowledge and I wanted to like talk about it, but I didn't. I was just so like fumbling and I felt like a toddler who kept tripping and didn't yet know how to walk. And it was so uncomfortable, but had to happen in order for me to be able to practice astrology, to analyze charts, to convey information back to people. So I think that it's really important to study, to do our homework, to read a variety of sources on a variety of topics, yet to understand that practicing yoga, rolling out your mat, sitting on your meditation cushion, analyzing a chart for hours, and then speaking about it with somebody who is a friend, a tutor, a mentor, or a partner or a trusted source. These are all very different things, but they're very different than studying, but they're companions and they work together. And football is a big activity in my household. My son plays and my husband is a coach. And this feels very applicable to football as well because you can sit and you can analyze plays, or I can listen to other parents on the sideline yell and say, we shouldn't be running that play again. But they haven't toiled over the analytics, or maybe they haven't toiled over the game film in the way that the team of 6 coaches have, and practiced and ran these plays over and over again with the kids on the team. So it's very easy to sit and pass judgment on things that we have studied and know in theory, but without engaging with them in practice or in practical ways, maybe we're missing a little bit of the picture. And I would like to reiterate that this is in no way meant to make anyone feel like they should be doing something or they shouldn't be doing something. It is simply an offering to make you, or to invite you to go, huh. Thanks for watching.